Hi, everyone. This is Sandy Goodwin, and you made it to the end of Office Procedures KAT 210. And this is a demonstration video of our Office Procedures e-portfolio and how I have it together, all the different pages, and we'll go through at least 10 projects, and I'll show you how I did them and how I formatted them and how everything's put together. So you're going to be making your office portfolio is going to have your table of contents with little links that will take you to each project. So I'm going to use this to navigate. And I had everything separated into weeks. So it helped me stay a little bit organized doing it this way, instead of categorizing them by chapters, because sometimes you'll do a couple chapters in 1 week. Like I believe it was right around week 9 or 10. You did several chapters in 1 week, so this helped me know what I did within that week. Um, if we travel over here, this is how I organized everything by week. So you'll see in week 1, as I finished each each project or each assignment, I copied it into the corresponding week. And then I was able to link them in the table of contents. A lot easier. Um, okay, so our first week here, we did our video article summaries. If you click this, it'll take us directly to our assignments. So there's our stop and checks and our video assignments right there. So we will go back to our table of contents and I'll show you the projects that we did. Here's our project. And this project was called Interview an Expert. And here I interviewed my friend Jenna. She's a court clerk for Kootenai County. This was a fun project because I got to talk with my friend, but also we got to talk about the inside scoop of what she does. My position is going to be in the paralegal side of things. So she is directly in the courthouse. She's located at the courthouse. She always describes her job as making the judges look good. um, so she was her expert that I interviewed. We went over a few topics, and what she thought of those topics and how she perceived them. We moved on to advice. So her advice was giving clear communication, respectful to her teammates. In her office, there is generational differences. So there's older ladies in the office and younger ladies. So it's good to know how to navigate. Be approachable and creating healthy work boundaries. So that helps because you don't want to bring your work home with you. um, we are going to be working in the same industry, even though she's going to be at the courthouse, and I would be hopefully working at a local law firm. But I also currently work in an office, so I can understand all of her advice because I would probably say the same thing after working in an office setting. So and then I just gave my little synopsis down here at the bottom. So that's our first project that we went through. And here's our week 2. Week 2, here's our stop and checks. Actually, I should use the table of contents because it'll take us straight to it. Here is, there's our video summary. Here's the personality test. We took a personality test assignment. So this was my personality, the ENTJ. I copy and pasted what it said about my personality. And it also gives you, excuse me, it also gives you career um, career choices. Okay, so we have it gives you your career choices. There's my law right there. And it goes into your communication skills and because my personality is considered, I guess we're more black and white, the ENTJs. I don't have the soft skills, so I don't have, I guess, the emotional response. Yeah, see, fail to elicit a strong emotional response. So that's where probably I would struggle. Here's some famous people with the same personality type. My favorite probably is Jim Carrey or Harrison Ford. I would definitely say that. Yeah, there's Whoopi right there. And Steve Martin, Patrick Stewart, of course. So, and then it goes into my resume. This is a resume uh, and cover letter video summary, is what it was called. So that was that project. Alrighty, so then we go into our week 3. I always started with my stop-in checks and my video summaries. So I got all those guys in there. Here is the job announcement research that we did. There was a job announcement for a paralegal at Phelps Law, so I included the links here. I researched the company, what their mission and values were. This project was actually good because when I apply for positions, I don't normally look into the company and what they are and what they stand for. So this kind of taught me how to do that and why that's important because I never thought that would even be a thing. Um, this is another fun one that we did, the what not to wear slideshow. This one I really liked because it gave me the ability to be kind of creative. So this is what we don't want to wear. We don't want to wear sandals. There's our Crocs. Over the top outfits. There's our Dumb and Dumber. No revealing clothing. We see her right here. Cologne and perfume to a minimum. See our gas mask. And no unnatural makeup. So there's our Kiss band here. And then I go into what's good to wear and how we can be fashionable. You can still look professional by expressing your personal style. See, she's very, very chic looking here. When it comes to accessories, you do the choose two rule. So you choose a necklace and a bracelet. You don't do necklace, bracelet, watch, earrings. You just choose a couple. So that's a good one. Our third one, you can dress for a creative job or, dress for your business casual. Know what position that you are dressing for and reflect that accordingly. Know what your dress code is. A blazer never hurt anyone. So this little picture shows how to wear a blazer with what neckline and shoes. Keep them closed-toed, cover your heel. and then I cited my sources there. That was a fun one. All right, let's go back to our portfolio. We got to go through the rest of the weeks here in about 5 minutes. All right, there's our stop and checks and our video summary. And then here's my resume. This project actually gave me a good amount of time to revise my already existing resume, which was really helpful actually, because I hadn't redone my resume in years, because I've been at the same position since 2015. So this gave me a really good way to fine tune and gave me some practice on how to write my cover letter. So that's my cover letter there. Here's week 5. There's my stop and checks again and my video summary again. Here we did a conference call. That was fun. I did a conference call with my husband, listed everything here. Here's week 6. There's my stop and checks and video summary. Oh, we did a scan and photocopy assignment. That was fun. We got to fax and take pictures of us sending a photocopy. See if this will open for us. Oh, there I am sending a copy. I just took a picture of myself at work, because we have the photocopier and faxer all in one, which has made it pretty easy. Here we go into week 7. Week 7 is when we did our, we started working on emails and fixing emails. Here, this is where we worked with a group. And I worked with Michelle and Aiden. And we did a group discussion to where we all worked on one page and fixed emails. This is our mail activity. So we researched UPS, FedEx, USPS, checked for costs, checked what they offered as far as special deliveries, what they can deliver, how much it is per pound, zip codes. All of these services are offered by the USPS, which is great. Okay, here we'll work into our week 8. This is where we got to play with AI, and how it can change the office setting. So that was a fun project too. Alrighty, let's see, what would another good project be? Oh, here's our video summaries. And more video summaries. Okay, week 9 there's our stop and checks again, and our video summaries again. All right, this is where we got to do our Outlook scheduling. That was a fun video to make because you got to do a video on how to use the Outlook calendar. So those were fun projects. Here's another video. And then we got to do a picto chart. That was a fun project too, because this is about the generational differences, I believe. Let's hope this will open. All right, my picto chart was not opening, so I skipped ahead and went to the travel OneNote activity that we did for Miss Quevedo. This took a long time to do, and there were so many details and so many things that you had to go through for an executive to travel somewhere.